Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Zach Wilson and the New York Jets taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here for the start, folks, of another NFL season. We are ready to go. We hope you are. And we'll begin this one, Charles, with a couple of teams hoping to move on from a tough 2021 season. Both the Ravens and the Jets finishing last in their respective divisions a season ago.
And let's start with Baltimore, because even in a very tough AFC North, I think we were all surprised to see the Ravens finish 8-9, snapping a streak of 3 straight postseason appearances. As for New York, we knew the rebuild was going to take a little bit of time, but I think the last 2 years they've drafted in a big-time way, and now the groundwork has been laid, and this could be an opening salvo for Gang Green to announce that they're back in playoff contention.
Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons, and at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time midseason with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw again is Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by the rookie Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Braxton Berrios was named the All-Pro returner after the 2021 season, but starting to come along as a receiver as well and look no further than that 1st down grab. His new deal with the Jets should afford him some more looks outside of just special teams.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play.